it's Maya the Science Kid. Welcome back to my podcast. I've recently started doing these podcasts again with more of a focus on my middle school life. So while my podcasts in the past were about things that I was curious about, these new podcasts are probably going to be about things that are interesting for middle schoolers like myself. So for example, the kinds of books we like to read, or what the new generation is into. I've already done one podcast since I've restarted these, and it's out now on my channel if you want to go look at it. It's about our favorite thing in each month, and me and my dad get to compare. This podcast is about the slang that this new generation is using. Again, I get to compare with my dad, and I think it's really funny to compare the slang that my generation uses versus the slang that whatever generation my dad is in uses, or used when he was a kid. And I think you'll really enjoy it. This time, I wanted to talk about the new generation slang. I don't know if it would be I don't know which generation, because I'm technically right in the middle, and so is most of my middle school, but the new generation slang that older people like my dad might find ridiculous or not make sense of. So I actually have notes for this one. And so I was thinking it would go a bit like this. I was thinking I would explain who uses it, and then I would tell you the word or phrase, and you would have to guess what it means. Because a lot of these things are pretty straightforward, but a lot of them are also really far off.
Okay.
And then afterwards, I'll explain what it actually means and how it's used and whatnot.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first one is used by pretty much everyone. And I'm just gonna tell you the word. It's bruh.
Bruh.
Yes. Bruh. Bruh. What the heck? Bruh.
Uh-huh. Yes. No, that's pretty easy.
Yes, what does it mean?
It means dude. That's what we used to say.
Yeah.
Dude. What's going on, dude?
So this is the new version of dude.
Or actually, dude is more of an American thing. In Canada, we would say man. What's going on, man?
That's so Canadian.
Hey, man. Give me that man. And then people would say dude. And they're like, oh, that's so American. Don't dude me. Don't dude me, man.
Really? They
Yes.
said really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It was what?
There's literally no difference. It's used for the same thing. It's just don't dude me, man. That sounds funny. I don't know why. So yeah, I'll explain it a bit. So bro, BRO, is it's basically exactly what you think of when you're dude, man,
Yes.
bro, blah, blah, blah. But then bruh is it's basically what the heck? Or that makes no sense, or why? Or
I see. More like a questioning.
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I see.
bruh, what do you even mean, bruh? Or if you're talking and you're oh my god, I did not understand what the teacher was saying. Bruh, does she even know how to teach that class? This is
I
a
see.
bruh,
Okay. It's
what?
It's like that.
It's a what? Yeah, it's yeah.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so the next one, okay, so this one is probably also a bit straightforward, and many people use this, except I would say people who intentionally try to use this slang more use it a lot more. And
okay, what is it? What is
okay, so one of them is L,
just L?
yeah, just
Okay,
the
L.
letter L, capital, I guess.
L,
Take an L.
loser. We would do that. L,
Yeah.
Loser.
That's pretty much it. And
Okay.
then the other one, I think that might have given it away, but W's. W's? You can guess.
It's winner, I guess.
Kinda, yeah. It's wins. Actually, I have a great example of this because someone in my class used this today. So someone was oh my god, I'm gonna fail this assignment. I'm gonna be getting all I mean, I'd be fine with like a B, I guess, and like high achieving student. And then this other student's like, nah, man, we ain't taking no B's. We're getting all W's, man. it was funny to me because W, if it were a grade, would be like
It would be very
very,
low.
very bad.
It would be
Yeah.
very low. Yeah. That's
But like W's is like, we're taking all wins.
I see.
So
Yeah, well, it's definitely not something we said.
you didn't use W?
No, we would say
You'd say L?
we want to call someone a loser. We would do an L on our forehead, like loser.
That is so babyish. Because the only time I've ever seen that is like this annoying kid in dodgeball
Uh-huh.
was like doing the little dancey thing with an L on his forehead.
Uh-huh.
And then because he was like gonna get me out and whatever, and then I hit him in the face. So then
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that one was pretty straightforward.
Uh-huh.
I think we're starting with the straightforward ones, and we
Okay.
might work our way up to like the ridiculous ones.
Yeah.
So the next one is bet. And pretty much
Bet.
everyone uses this, but a lot more so the most
Bet.
popular
Like
kids
in what way?
or like
Like-
the most connected to like the generation kind of thing, you know?
Uh-huh. Like this.
So
Okay.
I'll use it in a sentence. It's like actually it's probably a conversation thing. Okay. So man, I don't even think I can do this assignment. Like you'll be getting a B for sure. All right, bet. Or I don't really know. It kind of just comes up as like just like bet. Like literally anything, just like
Means like I agree or I disagree. I don't quite understand. Like I bet that it's going to happen or I bet it's not going to happen.
it's kind of anything. Like someone could say like, man, I have Mrs. blah 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 for my next class. All right, bet. Like it literally means anything kind of. Like it's just like yes, like agree, but then it's also like we'll see about that. It can be like kind of opposites.
Mm-hmm.
It like you know what they teach you in school when you don't know a word?
Mm-hmm.
You put your finger over it and you like try to read the context and say like, well, if you didn't know anything about this word, what would it be?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that. Like context, pretty much
I see.
all of it. And I probably don't even use it the best, like
Yeah.
because I don't even use it that much. So yeah, it's just that.
Okay. Yeah.
The next one is oh my gosh, it's so dark. Okay, so you probably know part of this. This I mean I used to hear it a lot more, but I think I only hear it. I think I only hear it from like kids who intentionally try to use this slang a lot more. Or like you know.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, fine. So the first part, you know, goat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, goated.
I see.
Nah, man, you can't be talking about my man, John like that. John's goated, man.
Yeah, that's a new thing. That's a newish thing. It was like maybe like that last 10 years or so. Because goat, it wasn't it was like greatest of all time.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago or so, maybe like it came out of sports where
Yeah,
we
that's what
had,
I was about to say.
yeah, when we started having
more like
conversations
sports.
about is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? And then like, no, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And then there was a whole GOAT debate. Or Tom Brady is the GOAT of football.
Yeah, but now like people don't
But
even.
now there's so
it's
much
just-
GOAT of this, GOAT of that, and then the GOAT has become like a thing now.
Yeah, goat is like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like
So now
goat,
you can be GOAT of this, GOAT like there's. Yes.
and you can be goated. Goated is like
Yeah.
so. Goated is just like they're just that good. They're amazing. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, if you know what goat is.
In my days, there was
goated.
like there was Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods, and that was it. There was no other GOATs. There was like two
My
GOATs, and then Tom Brady. There was three GOATs. Now there's like in every other classroom has a GOAT of like 4 different GOATs.
Yeah, there's a goat in every. There's a
Yes.
goat. If you
That would
flopped
be a
me like
yes.
a random
so we have
somewhere,
a
there's
GOAT
a goat.
inflation now. That's what it is.
Sure, okay.
Yes.
That's like you're mixing goat, which is like a really young person term, and no young people term uses inflation.
But there definitely is a yeah, I could see that. All right, next one.
Okay. So, okay, so this is like the last one that I think could be considered straightforward or that you might know.
Uh-huh.
Other than this, I don't think it makes any sense.
Okay.
So actually maybe one more. So it's used by
Okay, what is it?
it's not used as much.
What is it?
Okay, hold on. I
Okay, go
have to
ahead.
tell you the context first.
I understand, but maybe I'll guess it without the context.
Okay, fine. It's drip.
Drip? Yeah, no, I need the context.
Exactly.
Okay, keep going.
So this isn't used as often,
Yes.
but drip is kind of something you'd say not as in popular, like really popular all the time, just like known, but also kind of known because, they're like cool, they're like out there.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you think it is?
I said I don't know. So what is?
No, you have to guess every time you have
Drip.
to guess.
Drip. I mean, it means a little bit.
Okay, that's a
Means
good guess.
a little bit.
That's a good guess. If I
Okay.
didn't, if I didn't know what
Yeah,
drip means, I mean that's fair.
You want
fair.
some French fries? Just a drip.
Oh my god. Okay, so drip is like cool clothing.
Okay, that's nothing. Okay, yeah.
I actually forgot about this one until I was like walking home with a friend and
Like that hat is so drip.
no.
Uh-huh.
Drip is used as a noun, not an adjective.
I see.
So I was walking home with my friend and I saw this lady who was like dressed really like her clothes were like cool and I was like and then I was like, "Oh, look at that." And my friend was like, "Oh yeah, I love her drip." Drip is like outfit, clothes,
Like
style.
I see.
Kind of, yeah.
I
It's
see.
not used as much,
Yeah.
but it's, it doesn't make much sense.
No, it makes no sense. I don't know where it comes from, but it's okay. Yeah.
It probably comes from like rap culture. I feel like it would.
Yeah. Okay.
The last one before it literally dissolves. It's used by almost everyone, but more so like popular jock boys.
Okay.
So I'll use it in a sentence.
Uh-huh.
The word is chat,
Chat.
as in my bad chat. Yeah, I agree.
Chat.
Like,
I like to go chat with someone.
Yeah. So what do you think the word means?
I mean, let's chat. I don't know. It means talk. It means like discuss.
I gave you my bad chat, and you think
My bad. Let's talk about it.
Okay, that actually checks out, right?
My bad. Chat. Like let's chat about it.
Okay.
Maybe that's
so
okay.
Chat, just like think of it as like you're messaging like a group chat, and you're like, "Oh, my bad, chat." It just means like, "My bad, people. My bad, everyone."
I see. Like like
what
to the whole chat.
What you talking about, chat? Like,
I see.
What do you mean, chat?
Yeah, this is totally from like the Slack group.
Yeah, this is no one uses Slack.
Culture. We
weird.
did not have this
Like,
at all. We barely had. We had no
Instagram
cell phones.
messages. Yeah, so this is like really new age.
We had no cell phones. We had no. The closest thing we would have had to this is, back in like 2001 time frame, where we started having this thing called instant messenger.
I am.
Yeah. And it's imagine the same thing as Slack, basically that.
Imagine the same thing as messages, basically that.
No, but it was only on your computer. It was only on yeah. So it's exactly like Slack, almost exactly like Slack.
But my friends have Slack on their phones.
Yeah, no, you can get that. You can get everything on your phone. But at that time, first of all, you weren't online all the time, because internet was expensive. Internet was also connected to your phone. So if you're on internet, unless you had two lines, you didn't have a phone, because you would connect your modem to your phone, and then now your computer is talking over your phone. So if someone calls you, then they get a busy signal. So people would turn on the computer, and then like maybe they go online by saying, okay, I want to go online. They like dial, they're on the internet
Okay, so
provider.
that sounds so complicated, and I'm like already lost. That sounds so old.
So anyway, you get online, and then you would see, hey, who else is online? This is on Instant Messenger, and then people are online, and they get a notification. So and so just came online, and then you message them or whatever. This is Instant Messenger, and Instant Messenger was only one of the companies. There were like multiple different companies. You had to get all your friends to join the same thing. Like, let's say someone has Slack, someone has something else, someone has something else. Like, hey, let's just all use this company's thing.
That's
Yeah,
so weird to me.
Complicated.
Like, I understand how that
Yeah.
works,
Once
and I
cell
get how
phones
that like
came out,
would work, but
a lot of that went away because people are like doing messaging on cell phones. And then later on, way later on, Slack came out again as like a recreation of the whole messaging.
yeah, no, I don't get that.
Okay,
That's
so yeah,
weird.
so I'm sorry, chat means like
No,
everyone that
I'm
I'm chatting.
sorry.
Everyone like
No, I'm sorry. It's my bad, chat.
I see. Okay, well, maybe in Canada they would say sorry, chat.
Yes, in Canada they would.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so the next one, this is used by everyone,
Uh-huh.
like a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I'll use it two ways.
Mm-hmm.
One, nah, let my man cook, chat. I already used chat, so
Yes.
like yeah. And then the other one is, man, I think I cooked. The word is cook or cooked.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Means you did well. I know this one from football.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like
That's because when Russell Wilson was here in Seattle, they would say, "Let's let Russ cook." I'm like, what? I guess it was like they meant like let him do his thing. Let him
Yeah,
let him run the offense. Let him do his thing. Let him because he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's good.
There was a whole campaign on that for the
Like,
Seahawks. Let
an
Russ cook.
advertising thing?
Yeah, there was a whole let Russ cook campaign thing that I used to see.
When was that?
I don't know, like 3-4 years ago when Russell Wilson was still here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Maybe that's where it came from. Because I honestly have no idea where these come from.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. I might have already told you about this, but I don't even know if you remember. So the word is ate, as in like I ate.
Yeah, you
she
told me
ate.
about this. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cooking culture here. I say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Means I did well.
Okay, so technically it's a shortening of she ate or I ate and left no crumbs. So it's a shortening of ate and left no crumbs, which means like pretend there's like a cake,
Yes.
and you go there and you eat all of it, and there's no crumbs left.
Yes.
And that means you took all of the opportunities for them to do good because you were just that good.
I see. So you just cleaned up. We would say I cleaned up. That's exactly the direct translation of the same thing.
Really?
Yes.
So it's weird, like, because I have like it's like very different
Like you
slang, but
cleaned
they're
up the
still
plate.
the same thing,
Yes.
kind of. It's kind of different, but it's kind
Yeah.
of the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so these next ones are a bit younger and are pretty much only used by people who want to use this kind of slang. The first one is Riz or Rizzler.
Oh, I've heard that a lot.
You've heard of that one. Yeah, it's the shortening of charisma. Everyone knows that almost.
Yeah.
Rizzler is like someone has Riz, has a lot of Riz.
Yeah, also very new. This did not exist in our time frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the next one is,
I guess the closest thing would be cool. We would like, this person is cool. He's cool.
Okay, let me get to
Like
the next
he has
ones 'cause we're
Riz.
almost out of time.
Okay, go ahead.
And I only have like 3 more.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
there's Sigma, which is actually a Greek letter.
Yes.
Which is where you recognize it from, because you're like a mathy person. You're like, oh, I know that.
Sigma means like he's so good, he's like multiple sigmas away when it's like standard deviation. I would say like he's 2 sigma, 3 sigma away from whatever. He's above average.
No.
No?
So Sigma, you're close though. Sigma's a good thing.
Okay.
Sigma's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sigma, Riz, Sigma, like it's really, I don't know. It just, you might as well go blah blah blah. It literally has Yeah, it's just Sigma. I don't really know where it comes from.
Means what?
It's just like good. Sigma is.
I see. It means like ultra, extra.
I'm so Sigma. Okay, so the next one, I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't know if this is like slang, but it's like definitely pop culture, like new culture. It's mewing. This is used again only by people who like really try to use this kind of slang. So, what do you think it is?
Mewing.
Yeah, mewing. MEW-ing.
MEW-ing. Mewing. Like meowing, like a cat thing. Mewing. I have no. As a mew as a Greek letter. Mew.
Wait,
mew.
Wait, mew is a Greek letter?
Yeah, mew is a Greek letter. I don't know.
Like the Greek guys.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know.
Okay, so mewing, it's this like thing where people are obsessed with jawlines apparently. So they do this thing to make them have a sharper jawline. Where they like push your tongue against the roof of your mouth. And it's supposed to give you a sharper jawline. So what you do is you take your finger and you run it along where your jawline is. And you run it along where your jawline is, and you try as hard as you can to make the jawline as sharp as you can.
I'm trying. Okay?
No, not like that. He's like,
what do you want me to do? I'm trying. Like, yes, I'm
pretending he has a beard or something.
No, okay, right
no.
here.
What you do is you like tap your finger to your mouth, so like like shh, like and then you go like, do you show off your jawline?
Okay, yes.
But you don't actually say shh.
Okay.
I don't really know. It's just to get yourself a sharper jawline. It really has no other meaning other than that, and it's ridiculous. But yeah. So that's mewing or mew.
And what does it do? What's the point of it? I guess it's like to look good.
Yeah, and it's just like
okay.
If you see someone with a sharp jawline, you'd be like, "Oh, they be mewing, bro."
I see. Okay.
Then the last one, I honestly, we might even have a part 2. Like there are so many more slangs.
Yeah.
So the last one I've written down is skibbity.
Skibbity.
Yes, skibbity. I actually know where it comes from, which is like
okay.
A lot of these don't have an obvious origin, but yeah, you can go ahead and guess what it means. Again, I don't know. Only used by like people.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is
honestly pretty close.
Is like a cartoon.
I know what Scooby-Doo is.
But maybe Skibidi is like a version of Scooby-Doo.
Okay, that's actually not bad. So Scooby-Doo is a cartoon, and Skibbity Toilet, or so immature, is like this like show thing, literally about this like really bad 3D head coming out of a toilet, and it's called Skibbity Toilet, and like it's a whole thing. Like people have like Skibbity Toilet stress balls and Skibbity Toilet erasers, and like literally it's the weirdest.
Okay.
So it's Skibbity. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
It just means like cool, like bad, or like it could mean like literally anything. It could mean like dumb. It's literally anything. However, if you put it in front of Riz, Skibbity Riz is good. Skibbity Riz means you have like a lot of Riz and you got Riz.
I see. But like in other situations is what?
It literally can be anything. It's like Sigma. It's like.
I see. So it's still being defined apparently.
Yeah, but it was dropped before it even started. So yeah, it's kind of gone now.
I see.
Unless you're really young. Okay. So that's it.
These were excellent. Yeah, we should do a part 2 of this because I think we're just scratching the surface of the slang. I might have more.
No, some of these are so straightforward, and then he was like, "Skibbity, is that Scooby-Doo?" Or like, that was hilarious. Yeah. I think that was funny. I think that was really funny because also it was cool to see that like your generation had similar versions of what we said, but like different just for your generation.
Yes, but also whatever we said is not uncool. That's interesting to me. We said the same thing,
Yeah.
and at the time it was cool, and now it's uncool. Just wait,
same-
10 years from now, you're gonna say Riz, and people are like, ugh, so old. Who says Riz anymore? Ugh, this is like, oh, go back, Grandpa. Riz. You gotta say Bajibi. Like now, it's like no one says Riz anymore. Say Bajibi now.
Honestly, I'm gonna write Bajibi down because it's gonna show up. I promise. It's really that weird. Honestly, yeah, I think that was really fun, and we'll probably might do a part 2. So, yeah, all done. Bye bye.
Yeah, that was fun.
Bye bye.